Hello and welcome back to the CardRPG tutorial, part 6, where we will be working on attaching the UI information to have that show up. In the Managers folder of the Scripts section, we are going to right-click and create a new C# script called a UI Manager. We're going to let that load. Again, if it doesn't show up, you just do Control, comma, and type UI Manager, and it'll show up right there for you. We're going to get rid of start and update. We'll put them in when we need them. But first, we're going to create an instance out of this. So we're going to do public static UI Manager instance, and then void awake. And if instance is not equal to null, and instance is not equal to this, then we're going to destroy this.gameObject and return. And that basically says that I only want one version of the UI Manager in the entire scene. That way stuff does not get overridden and you don't have to worry about any conflict between scenes. We're going to add an instance equals this. That way we label where the instance is and we can get back to it through any script. We're going to add in a couple text variables as well. Because this is communicating directly to the UI on the screen, we're going to do a using Unity engine .ui, which opens up the UI library, and we can add in a couple variables. We're going to need a public text called health text. We're going to need another public text called blocked text, and we're going to need a third public text called stamina text. We're only going to have one other method in this script, and basically it's a public void, and we're going to update display. So we're going to call this whenever we want to update the UI display. Update display we're going to leave blank right now until we're able to go back and put in the information we need. However, we need to fill in where your health is, where the blocked amount is, and where your stamina is. We're going to go back into Unity, and we are going to right-click and do Create C# Script Combat Manager. We're going to have to make a new empty game object. Let's just create empty here. Rename it F2 Game or Combat Manager. Bring this up where the card manager is. There's actually another way that we can make this even easier to see everything. Let's do that real fast too. So what we're going to do is we're going to make another empty. We're going to hit F2 and we're going to hit equal signs a bunch and call this managers in capital letters. Kind of like a dividing line, right? You mark this as editor only, and it will not load. This object will not load when you build the game. So we're going to drag the managers divider up here. We can actually hit Control, so it doesn't really matter the position of this, but it's customary to put it at 0. I'm going to make a copy of it. We're going to put this further down. We're going to call this instead, call this UI, and get rid of the ones. And now we have kind of like dividers. So you can drop all the managers in here, and you don't have to worry about trying to find where your combat manager is, right? Because we can close this up, and this is really how big your hierarchy is. So we have the game UI open and the user UI open. The combat manager, we're going to double click to open it, and we're going to get rid of start and update. We'll add those when we need them. The first thing we're going to do is do a public static combat manager instance. And if you don't want to type the instance information again, you can just copy it from another script. So we'll just take it here, and we'll throw this into the combat manager. It works the exact same way. So we need a couple things in here. A couple variables. We need a public int starting health, and we'll say equals 50 health. We're going to do another public int called current block equals 0, and another public int called current might equals 0. We need a couple more variables. We need a public int called maximum health. We need a serialized field, and inside that we need a private int current health, because we're not going to be accessing this at all outside of the script. We're going to instead do a public int with a capital C for current health. We're going to do open brackets, get open brackets again, return current health with a lowercase. That way every time you try to call the capital C, it'll give you the lowercase c. Then we're going to do a set and do open brackets again and do current health equals value. Also, we're going to do something right after that called update health display, which we don't have yet in the actual script. So you could set it up like this if this makes sense to you. You could even, where every time there's a bracket, you could push enter. So you could have this actually look like how a normal script would look, or how a normal method would look. Because it works the exact same way. Right? And that's actually how this current health looks. If you call it, it will always give you the lowercase c value. If you set it, so if you do current health equals 25, it'll then take it and set this value and then update the health display, which is what we're going to add now. So we're going to do a void start, so void s enter, and we're going to do max health equals starting health. So you want, when you start the game, you want them to be the exact same. You also want C for current health. Capital C of current health equals max health. Right, so you want to basically set the current health max health to the same number. Then we're going to call UI manager instance update display, and it'll communicate to the UI that you want to show that the health works. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to add in a private void, and it's going to be update health display, which is just the information for what happens when you call this. Every time you call current health, it will also do this in here. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to set some limits for it, right? We're going to go like this. We're going to do current health equals mathf.clamp, and it's going to be current health between 0 and max health. And that way it'll never go underneath 0, it'll never go above max health. Again, at the end of this, we will do a UI manager.instance.update display. Alright, so now we have the combat manager. Let's go back into the UI manager. So if you hit update display here just to highlight it once, and you hit F12, it will bring you back to the UI manager right into the function. So now we can set up health text equals string.format and colon. We're going to do curly bracket 0 because we have a variable there. We're going to set up the rich text for this now for the white slash, so it's color equals and then pound sign and the hex code for white, a slash, and then the end of color, so slash color, brackets 1. Now what's inside 0 and 1? 0 is going to be combat manager .instance.current health. See how you can only access the capital C in current health? You cannot access the lowercase c? It's intentional. It'll then check to make sure that everything is above or lower than 0 or above 0 and lower than max health. And the last number is going to be combat manager instance.max health and a semicolon at the end. So that's how that one pretty much works, right? Nice and easy. We can do the block text right now too. So we'll do block text.text equals string.format colon, right? So parentheses colon, capital letters blocked, a colon. These are quotation marks, not colons. Sorry about that. And value 0. Well, value 0 is whatever follows right after the quotes, and that's combat manager .instance .current block. We can also do stamina text equals string.format, and we're going to do stamina colon slash color again equals, we're going to do 0, 0, FF 0, 0, which basically says, hey, I want color in the red channel and no color in the red channel, no color in the blue channel, because it goes red channel, green channel, blue channel, and I want full green. So this is 255 green. And I want to add value 0 and do a slash color, a slash to divide the two values between 0 and 1, and we're going to do a color again of the same green, so 0, 0, FF 0, 0, FF 0, 0, bracket 1, slash color, comma, we're going to do card manager dot instance dot current stamina, and that's going to be the spot for position 0. This is position 0 is 1, and then do a comma, and position 1 will be card manager dot instance dot stamina at the start. So now every time this gets called, it should update all three of those. So let's go into the UI, click on user UI, drag on the UI manager, and we need to put these three values in. So we have the health info text, we have the block text, and we have the stamina text. So we need to also add the combat manager as well. So we're going to add in the combat manager to the combat manager object. And it says starting health 50, which is perfect. Max health we're going to make 50 as well. We don't have to do anything else. We're going to hit the play button. And everything worked. There we go. We have 50 HP out of 50. We have 0 block. And we have 3 stamina out of 3. There we go. So now, in the next video, we will be adding how to take damage and how to earn block by using cards. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a great rest of your day. Peace out.